Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl AB. On today's video, I'll be teaching you how to draw your natural eyebrows. First things, you start with your eyebrow pencil that has like a spoolie or your mascara wand. You see how I'm combing the hair upwards. I like to do that because it helps me to get a natural placement of your hair, and it's easier for you to see where to start and where to end. And if you have any excess, you could just maybe cut it out. So if you want to maybe trim your eyebrows, you start like this. It makes it easy for you to get like the excess to take it out, just in case you need to carve your brows. But if it's perfect, you actually don't need to do anything. Just comb it up and get it ready. The next step is to take my foundation and my powder, because I like to set my eyebrows before I start with my pencil. So I'm going to get a little bit of that foundation you saw earlier and dab it into the eyebrows, directly on the eyebrows, like you're dabbing it into it with your blending brush, like what I'm doing right here. Keep dabbing and keep dabbing it on your eyebrows, like you're blending it out and making sure that it sits perfectly. After that, you go over with your powder to set the eyebrow that you just blended with your foundation. This process helps you to give you like a calm and soft finish, so it doesn't make it look like your eyebrows is looking dark, or it gives you that natural feel. When you put in your pencil, you see how natural it becomes because you already covered like the pores on that part of your eyes, on the pores on your eyebrows, so it gives you a natural feel. So I'm blending out the excess powder to give it a perfect finish before I start drawing the brows with the pencil. I'm going over with my pencil from, I think I got it from Vital. Yeah, it's the shade dark. I like my eyebrows a bit. I like my pencil a bit dark. So what I do first is to comb that hair up again. You know, you actually blended it out when you started with the powder. So you comb it back up, and then you start your eyebrows from the down side, not the up. I like to start from the down because it helps you to get like a perfect lining. So when you're drawing the up, you can understand what you're doing and to meet where it's supposed to meet, like the perfect place. So you see how I'm measuring where the eyebrows end. So you have to measure the beginning of it and then the ending of it. So that means like where the hair starts from and where the hair ends. So many people have it differently. It's not the same measurement for everybody because some people's face is a bit wider, so their hairs are longer. Some people's face is a bit smaller and rounder, so their hairs are shorter. And some people have longer eyebrows than some. So you have to just get where the person's eyebrows started from and when the person's eyebrows ended. That's how you draw the brows. So you see where I'm working on now is how you get like the curve or the arc. That's what we call it, the arc, where you have like the turn, where you can maybe get the shape of the eyebrows you want. Some people's eyebrows are quite flat, some people's eyebrows have like the arc shape, so you can use that point to get what you want. So when you're done with that, you make sure it meets at the ending of the brows. You see how tiny it looks at the ending, and then you start filling into the brows gently, little by little. You don't want it to be too dark. What I'm doing here right now is me filling into the brows. You can see how I'm holding my pencil softly. I'm not putting so much force. And then when it gets to the front, you see that space you have in the front where I did not start from. It's because I want to look really natural. So I'm combing it up. I'm taking it with my pencil, taking it upwards to give it that natural hair look, like how you can see right now. It looks really natural at the front. You just keep doing that and check again if there's still any space in between the eyebrows. You just fill it in so that there's no space showing or anywhere that doesn't look covered. Just cover everywhere before you comb it up all over again and make sure that the eyebrows looks really natural. The next step is to conceal your eyebrows. So I'm using 3 different shades of concealer. One that is 4 times lighter, the second one is 2 times lighter, and one that is 4 times darker, because I want to use the light one to make your eyebrow bone a bit pronounced, while the other part of your eyebrows to look natural. And you want to get a shade that is not dark, that is not light for the up of the brows, because you want it to look really natural. You want it to blend into your skin. So I'm starting with the eyebrow bone now. I mix the 2 shades that are light together to get what I want, and this is me concealing the eyebrow bone. You can see how perfect it looks, because the eyebrow pencil I drew earlier, or the eyebrows I drew earlier, was really clean and straight. So I didn't have any issue with trying to clean it or blend or trying to create a line, because I already did that. So I'm going in with my blending brush. So after placing your concealer, you have to blend it out. So it's easier to do it while you're working. So it's easy. It helps to blend it out easily than finishing your concealing first before blending. So me, I prefer to blend while I'm concealing. See how easy it was, because the concealer is still soft and easy to blend. So now I'm going in with the dark shade for the beginning of the brows, to get that natural look I want, because I don't want that beginning to be looking like the concealer is really light. So that's why I'm going in with that dark shade. As you can see how it already looks really natural. Same thing goes with the ending of the brows, to blend it out, because when you're rubbing your foundation, you want your eyebrows, the ending and the beginning, to blend into your skin. You don't want to have a line on your eyebrows that looks like it's white while your face is a different shade. So that's why I'm using a concealer that is almost the same shade with the person's skin color. So if you're doing your eyebrows, make sure you use a shade that is your skin color to do the ending and the beginning of your brows, so it's easy to blend. You see how smooth it looks and how natural it looks. You can just even go out like this. Moving on to the up of the brows, because we're done with the down. So I'm going over now with that dark shade that I showed you earlier to conceal the up of the brows. And it's quite easy because it blends with your skin easily. So you just clean out the line. Since your eyebrows is already well placed, or you drew it very well from the beginning, so it makes it easy for you to just conceal. You see what I'm doing? I'm just cleaning out the line and making it more defined, and then blending it into the skin. Like what I said earlier, it's easier to just do it, put your concealer and just blend it out, so you don't have a problem with trying to blend that, because most times for makeup, if you don't blend very well, you start seeing patches. So it's easier to just put in your concealer and blend it out, and you see how it's already looking perfectly, like it's already finished, like I'm already done with the brows, because I'm using a shade that is a skin color, and the eyebrows is already well drawn from the beginning, so it makes it easy to just blend out, like perfect. After drawing your eyebrows, you have to use your blending brush to blend out all the concealers, especially the front. You need to blend it to give it that natural finish. And if you see that there's anywhere that is a bit too light or it's not well blended, you just blend it out before you start to place any other thing on your face, like what I'm doing right now. You see how I blended the front of the eyebrows, and it looks really natural. So you have to blend it out with your blending brush to get that natural feel you want. And that is how you draw your natural looking eyebrows.